Alright, welcome back for another book talk video. Right when I go to record, I hear loud noises outside. Sorry for any background noise. Today, I'm talking for Throwback Thursday about Jane Austen's novel, Persuasion. I don't know if you know this, but on Booktube, it's Jane Austen July. And at first, I said, I'm going to focus on reading Wheel of Time books in July. And I was making jokes to people about how for Jane Austen July, I was reading the Wheel of Time. Eventually, I've given into the peer pressure as I watched other people's Jane Austen July videos, listened to their TBRs and all of that. My cat Jack wants to say hello to you. So little by little, I decided to participate in Jane Austen July. I said, alright, I'll read Sense and Sensibility. I've always wanted to do that. And then I thought, well, I'll watch some film adaptations. And then I said, you know what? I might as well read Persuasion. I like the title a lot. The idea that it is about persuasion. What I did not realize was that this story has a setup that very much reminds me of The Great Gatsby. And that's somewhat unfair to say because Jane Austen wrote this story first, so it's more that The Great Gatsby has a similar setup to it. But the idea that there was a woman who was engaged to a man and he was in the Navy and he was going to go off, but before he did, they were supposed to get married or whatever, and she broke off the engagement because she was persuaded that he was not wealthy enough. He was not of a proper station in society and that sort of thing. And so it's really interesting that the premise starts there. It also has the idea that when he comes back from being in the military, that he's wealthy. Though they don't make it sound like he got his wealth from doing illegal things like Gatsby. And unlike the Daisy and Gatsby situation, the woman in this story, Anne, is in a family that now has lost its fortune. Some big differences there from the beginning, but I like the similarity. I like the idea that we're dealing with a couple that was supposed to get married, and the woman broke off the engagement because the man didn't have enough money, and then he comes back wealthy. It's an intriguing concept, and I think that Jane Austen does a lot with it here. You also really see how in society this persuasion idea continues along with gossip. All these people gossiping with each other about relationships and who is romancing whom and how things are going to work out. You have some characters who are very much a snob, who are really into this whole social class thing and people only associating with people of a certain social class or people getting married in order to rise in social class, which goes against the whole idea of having to marry someone of your social class. But it's a sexist story. There are a lot of sexist things going on, and I don't just mean sexist to women, it's also sexist to men when you stop and think about it. But it's the 1800s, so I think we can be somewhat forgiving of that in this story. Ultimately, it's a romance story, and the persuasion element also comes in with these two ex-fiancés who really still love each other. It's just an idea of, will they get back together or will they not get back together? If you enjoy these kind of stories set in the 1800s with romance, intrigue, and that sort of thing, then I recommend Persuasion. Down below in the comments, feel free to tell me what you're reading for Jane Austen July if you want to do that, or give me other feedback. Alright, just a short book talk today. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.